Poets. It's been a while since we last saw you. Welcome to April's Anchor episode. Hope you all had a good spring break. I'm James Krull.
And I'm Kiara Downs for QCTV News.
As you know, the year is coming to an end, and our senior class is preparing to leave their last legacy. We'll take it to Jordan Robledo to learn more about the senior class gift of 2014.
With 4 years under your belt and memories to last forever, it is now time for the class of 2014 to graduate. But before you take those faithful steps across that stage, do you know what senior class gift is? I talked to Alex Proposcu, the Assistant Director of Alumni Giving, to learn more about what senior class gift has to offer.
Can you explain to the seniors what senior class gift is?
Sure. The senior class gift is an opportunity for all the seniors to come together and give back to the college. There are so many people involved, alumni, parents, and friends, who make a Whittier College education possible through support for scholarships, financial aid, and so much more. So it's a chance for outgoing seniors who are about to become alumni to help give back collectively.
What are 3 reasons why seniors should give?
I think definitely the number one reason is that since you are about to become alumni, it's important that you make any sort of gift back to the college, because a little known fact is that the annual college rankings every year by U.S. News & World Report actually take into account how many alumni give back to the college. It's called the participation rate. And it doesn't matter if it's $1 or $1 million, if more alumni give back anything, the school's ranked higher, and the degree that you'll have this May will be worth more. So that's definitely the most important reason to give back. The second one is that there are current students and future students who will be coming at Whittier who need a lot of financial aid and scholarships, and that's where the Whittier Fund primarily goes to. And number 3, it benefits you because you'll be able to go to our next 2 parties, which are a lot of fun. They're both in Uptown, and you even get to get a Stein.
So for all you seniors out there, make sure to donate your $20.14 to get access to all of our senior class gift parties. I'm Jordan Robledo, and back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Jordan. Now, you may have seen ads on campus, on Facebook, or on Instagram about the upcoming dance called Fantasy, put on by the Franklin, Ionian, and Palmer Societies. Let's go to Victoria Esker to hear all about it.
Fantasy is a dance held by the Franklins, Palmers, and Ionians. This event will be held this Friday. Let's find out what this dance is all about.
So I know that the experience that students are going to get is we're literally taking this gymnasium and turning it into a forest and getting a lot of great greenery, vines, some white lights, and some really cool actual LED lights and all this cool stuff. And then, we're just telling everyone, wear your wings, be fairies, do whatever you want with it, design your own wings. It's just, that's basically the theme, the experience they're gonna get. And I think the other component that I'm trying to do is veering away from just dances and trying to make it more like a concert feel.
So the theme is Midsummer Night's Dream, but we've kind of been promoting it as a time to express yourself, to really convey what your fantasy is. So it'll be fun. We've been working a lot on decorations and kind of creating a really cool magical environment. So we're hoping really captivate everyone's hearts by getting them to come and experience something really fun and cool.
Hi, I'm Denise Martinez, and I'm excited for Fantasy, so come on out and party it up with T-Fly and all the amazing DJs. Woo!
This event sounds like it's going to be lots of fun. Can't wait to see you poets there.
Thanks, Tori. So as everyone knows, safe sex is important. You can get condoms from your RAs or at the health center. Now Whittier College is implementing a new policy with the help of the Whittier Rio Hondo AIDS Project to make condom dispensers widely available on campus for your condom dispensing needs. We'll take it to Salorm to learn more.
Safe sex flyers all around and not a condom to be found. This is the opinion of many WC students who live on campus. In the past, finding a free condom was simply as easy as walking up to your RA's door. But now, due to safety restrictions, that option has been eliminated. Fortunately enough, thanks to the help of student Bobby Mendoza and the Whittier Rio Hondo AIDS Center, the school will be implementing a series of new condom dispensers throughout the dormitories in the near future. QCTV takes an inside look in this new development and how it can impact you with a little lights, camera, and a little bit of action.
I was inspired through a conversation I had with my friend. We were talking about the change in condom availability throughout our 3 years at Whittier College. The health center has always been a way for students to get condoms, but my freshman year, condoms were also easily available in our restrooms. RAs used to provide them and would leave them by the sink in a bowl. But however, they stopped doing that because for safety measures. There's been many cases at other universities where condoms have been tampered with. So as a result, I thought it'd be good to have 24-hour access, for students to have 24-hour access to condoms on campus. And I brought it to Elizabeth Medina. She works for the Whittier Rio Hondo AIDS Project, and she gave me the contact information for the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, and because they have condom dispensers. So we thought it'd be a great idea to bring it onto campus so students can have an easier access to condoms. Because the health center is very limited, they're only open during business hours, and the majority of the time students are gonna have sex like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they're not gonna have access to free condoms. So this is a safety net for students. I first brought it to Joe Melendez, and he supported me 100%. He still supports me. He's mainly talking to facilities and to the administration. Initially, there was a slight hesitation because they were afraid that the condom dispensers were gonna become vandalized, like with graffiti or tagging. But ultimately, the school decided that public health and sexual safety is first. I hope it brings about a conversation amongst our peers. So it doesn't become this taboo thing, condoms in relation to, I don't know. Yeah, so it becomes using condoms becomes more of a social norm, and that people become comfortable enough to go grab these condoms.
Luckily for everybody, condoms have an expiration date on the back of it, so it kind of takes the worry out about worrying when it expires. Well, condoms have a really high percentage of protecting you from an STD or pregnancy. It averages around 97 to 98%, and although it is a high number, it can go down depending on whether or not the condom was put on properly. There are improper ways to wear a condom, so maybe for example using a condom that's too small or too big, or just not following the steps provided.
So with your middle and index and thumb, you want to pinch the tip of the condom and make sure that there is no air bubbles or air pockets in the condom itself. Place the condom on the tip of the penis, roll down the head, down the shaft, and to the base. Now you want to inspect the condom to make sure that there is no air pockets within the condom itself. So you want to just gently roll it out if there's any. Next, you want to use some water-based lubricant, never oil or silicone, due to the fact that it can damage the condom. So just add however much you would like of your favorite lubricant, water-based, remember. And now you're ready for safe sex.
This has been a lot of useful information, and I'm sure we're all anticipating the arrival of these new condom dispensers. Back to you.
Thank you, Salorum. For this month's Poet Spotlight, we are going to be featuring Professor Rich Cheatham. He's a former poet and now the Director of Media here at Whittier College. Let's go to Jules Mesa to hear all about it.
Hey Poets, this is Jules Mesa for QCTV News, and this month's Poet Spotlight is on Whittier College alum and film professor Rich Cheatham. Let's take a look.
I came in as an internship, and they found out that they needed somebody to help out around here. So I started doing that. And while I was working here in the Media Center, or the Learning Resources Center, I was going to grad school at USC. So I was kind of running back and forth and doing all this stuff. And eventually I became the director of the Media Center. And I was teaching courses, mostly education courses, teaching student teachers how to use AV, what they call it, the audiovisual in those days. But at the same time, I was really kind of going to film school. And so then, after I got my master's, then I started teaching film school, teaching courses in film. You get to teach the courses that you want to teach, but there's also courses you need to teach, and you have to teach a foundations course. And the nice thing about teaching film is you get to show the films you like. Because you can use many different films to prove or to make a point, or show an example. And someone once asked me, says, well, why don't you do this, or why don't you show this, or why don't you show that? Well, I wanted to paraphrase Clint Eastwood when somebody says, well, why do you do this, or why don't you do that? Or he just said, when you make your movies, you can make them the way you like. I make them the way I like. It's that simple. Yeah, I've made a lot of films over the years related to the college, history of the college, special events. Dave Palmer, who was instrumental in really running the Shannon Center for years, used to say that he made an announcement. He says no event at the college, big event, would be complete without one of my videos being shown. And that's kind of, I think people came to expect that sort of thing. And a lot of work, tremendous amount of work, but as long as I had enough time, some months that it took to make those things. Plus I make the baccalaureate video, which we show every year at baccalaureate, and then the staff recognition, and I do graduation. So I make a lot of videos on campus.
Well, Professor Richard Cheatham sure has left his mark on Whittier College. This has been Jules Mesa for QCTV News. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Jules. And now we'll take it to Natalie Munguia for our short sports update.
Hey poets, this is Natalie Munguia with the QCTV Short Sports Update. Baseball holds an overall record of 14-8 with a home record of 10-2. Their last game was a doubleheader against Rutgers, and the Poets were victorious in both games. Senior Julian Barzali hit a walk-off home run, bringing in 2 runs to secure the Poets' victory. Their next home game will be against Laverne at 11 a.m. Last week, women's lacrosse defeated DePaul University. Senior captain Shayna Denny scored the final goal, giving the Poets a victory 12-11, and also giving them their 4th straight win. The women's lacrosse team also held a pancreatic cancer awareness night. Head coach Trish Bonagara stated, "Unfortunately, cancer is such a prevalent disease that affects so many people. We thought it would be important to help raise awareness." The Poets warmed up in purple shirts that said "Play for the Cure" on the back, with initials on the sleeves of those who they knew were affected by pancreatic cancer. Women's water polo remains undefeated in the SCIAC after defeating Laverne with a score of 13-4. They left Laverne scoreless in the second half, while they added 4 more goals to secure their victory. The Poets now have an overall record in the SCIAC of 16-2. For more information on anything sports related, you can go on to wcpoets.com. Or if you want to watch post-game interviews along with highlight videos, you can go on youtube.com/thewcsn. I'm Natalie Munguia, and thanks for watching the QCTV Short Sports Update.
Thank you, Natalie. And now for April's upcoming events. On Friday, April 4th, there will be a Bach Musicale held in the Memorial Chapel from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. That night is the Fantasy Dance from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. On Saturday, April 5th, the Loomies Dance will be held from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Monday, April 14th, pre-registration for classes will begin. On Thursday, the 17th, will be Inside Latin Jazz at the Shannon Center from 8 to 9:30 p.m. On Friday, the 25th, from 6 to 9 p.m. will be the Improv Show taking place in Club 88.
For more information on upcoming events, go to events.whittier.edu.
It was a pleasure having you here with us this evening. This has been James Krull
and Kiara Downs for QCTV News.
Thanks for watching.